Kanika once again. We were talking about in our previous video that what happens when changes start coming, when you grow old. Now there are more fears, there are phobias that you develop, certain phobias that you've never had before. But as you grow old, you get finicky, you start relating to things in a different way. Some people get very touchy. They can't handle the way a person speaks to them. Because of that, again, it becomes a very difficult situation. Now, there's some people who are physically dependent and bedridden for life. But they don't want to go. They just do not want to leave this world and go, whether they are unwell or not. Who wants to go? Nobody wants to go. Then there is fear of isolation, loneliness. As you know, that when you grow old, you hardly have anyone to talk to. You may be able to buy services and keep people by paying them. But the family, the children, they all have got so busy in life and they're so involved in their lives of taking care of their own children, their own families, that it's not their fault if they can't give their full time to you. But loneliness is a very big thing to cope with, especially people who love to have company around. But that is also one fear. And there's a fear of memory loss also. You keep realizing, though at the age of 40 also, at 45 also, we forget certain things and we wonder, why are we forgetting? Why have I forgotten a certain thing? But at that time, we don't think it's our age. Suddenly, when we cross a certain age, we start forgetting things. We have to memorize things. We start repeating things. We start saying things that we must have said maybe 10 times before. Now, the children who are patient and who have high endurance, they're willing to listen to you. But what about those who don't even have the time to listen to you? So you're going to be lonely and isolation is going to take to you. It's going to bother you. Now there is another fear, a fear of the fear of being old. That is also a fear, because that is one fear we've never experienced. Nobody, see, there are a lot of things in life, like when children learn new things, or as we're growing old, we learn new things. We know the fear of that thing. But when we are growing old, the fear of growing old, that fear also starts bothering you. That also starts playing on your mind. But how are you going to cope with it? Are you going to be able to handle the fear? You don't know what is going to come your way. You don't know how many ailments or how physically fit are you going to be. Nobody knows that. Everybody thinks that we are going to be around. Now, if there is memory loss, then people stop depending on you also. Because you tend to forget things. You may not have ever liked being corrected in your youth. But when you grow older, if someone says something to you, and if you're touchy about it, or you suddenly become touchy, it's going to bother you. It's going to take a toll on you. Because we're not used to being corrected. We're used to passing instructions, not taking them. And people start treating you like, like when we were children, we used to walk behind our parents. And as you grow up, you must have realized that the child is walking ahead of you and you're walking behind the child. It's a cycle of life. It happens with everybody. First, the parent walks in front and the child behind. But a time comes when parents naturally fall back on their children and the child is walking ahead of you and you're walking behind the child and following the child. I think I should stop here and continue in my next video so that there is much more information I can share with you, and I hope I am not boring you, because this is a topic which nobody likes to actually hear, but I just came up with it because I thought that there are certain things that if on time you become aware of, it could help you age better. So bye for today, and please wait for my next video to come up. Thank you so much.